Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back to our video. So last week we already learned in Unit 1 the hen and its chicks. And the chicks. Sorry. So I already teach you vocabulary, spelling, and conversation. So today we're gonna continue in letter D. So letter D, we will study about language focus. Language focus. So in the box, they said complete the sentences with there and then was or were. I'll write down. Complete sentences with there was and were. Okay, so here the example. Example. There was an eagle. So here number 1. There were or was, and then blank 10 chicks. Number 2, there were or was blank 1 hen and 10 chicks. One hen and 10 chicks. Number 3, there were or there was 5 nests, blank nests. 4, there were or was blank 1 hen. All right. So in this point, language focus, they said complete the sentences with there, was, or were. So example, there was an eagle. So we will learn how to use was and were with there. So there was or there were. So here the easy point that you have to remember, when to use were or was. For example, here, there, was or were. So in this blank, you have to choose the word were or the word was to complete this sentence. 10 chicks. So here, I just want to tell you that if you use was, it means we use was with a singular verb, just one. For example, here an eagle, one. So we use was. But if more, for example, two eagles, 3 eagles, we use were. Okay? If one, you just use was. But if more than one, if it plural verb, you use were. Okay? So it's just easy. So if you want to know the here, there, if you use was or were, you have to look at the verb. If the verb is plural or singular, if the verb is plural, we will use were. If the verb is singular, you use was. Okay? So now let's practice. There was or were 10 chicks. So 10 is more than 1. So if more than 1, we will use were. There were 10 chicks. Okay, number 2. There were or was one hen and 10 chicks. So 1 hen but 10 chicks. Okay? So it's 11 chickens. Alright? So we use were or was here. More than 1, we use were. Okay. Now number 3. There were or there was 5 nets. Why 5 mean S? Okay, sorry. There were or there was 5 nests. So 5 nests. 5 is more than 1, right? So it is plural verb. Okay. So if plural verb, we will use were. Okay, last. Number 4, there were or there was 1 hen. 1 hen. 1 is singular. So singular verb, we will use was. Okay, so just you just have to remember to use there was or there were if it singular or plural. If it's singular, you use there was. But if it is plural, you use there were. Okay, so just remember about that. Okay, so now let's read together. There was an eagle. There were 10 chicks. There were 1 hen and 10 chicks. There were 5 nests. There was 1 hen. Okay. So this is that's all about language focus today. Hope you understand. So we'll go to letter E, reading. So I will just erase this and copy the text into the whiteboard. Alright, here letter E, reading. I think I'm gonna move here because our text is a little bit long also. Okay. The story about the hen and the chicks. One day, the hen and 10 chicks got out of their nest. The hen and 10 chicks get out of their nest and walked around the yard. All chicks walked together all chicks walked together and followed their mother. The hen scratched the ground. The hen scratched the ground to find food. The hen made a sound to tell the chicks made a sound to tell the chicks to come when it saw food. Then all chicks ran to the hen. When the hen saw an eagle, flying over to catch its babies, the hen called the chicks to hide under its wings. the hen call the chicks under its wings. The hen reared and took care of its chicks. Very well. The chicks grew up very fast. Okay, here already finished. I hope you also finished. But if you're not yet, just listen first and then just copy to your notebook later, okay? Don't forget, because I want you to write a lot, like me, okay? So here is the text. You're gonna learn about the hen and the chicks. So I will read for you. So please listen carefully. I'll just read it slowly. One day, the hen and the chicks and 10 chicks got out of their nest and walked around the yard. All chicks walked together and followed their mother. The hen scratched the ground to find food. The hen made a sound to tell the chicks to come when it saw food. Then all chicks ran to the hen. When the hen saw an eagle flying over to catch its babies, the hen called the chicks to hide under its wings. The hen reared and took care of its chicks very well. The chicks grown up very fast. Alright, so you already listened to me, and I think we don't have any vocabulary word, like new word. Here, if I found a new word, I'll just highlight or underline the red one for you, and I'll tell you what is it in Khmer, okay? So it's easy for you to understand. But most of the words here you already know and we already learned. Okay, so now please repeat after me. One day, the hen and 10 chicks got out of their nest and walked around the yard. All chicks walked together and followed their mother. The hen scratched the ground to find food. The hen made a sound to tell the chicks to come when it saw food. Then all chicks ran to the hen. when the hen saw an eagle flying over to catch its babies, the hen called the chicks to hide under its wings. The hen reared and took care of its chicks very well. The chicks grew up very fast. Alright, so I hope you can repeat well. And here you can see the word that I underlined, rear. We say it rear. In Khmer, how do you say it? Like ក្រាបឲ្យទាបផ្ទាល់នឹងដីវាក្រាបដូចមាន់ពេលវាឃើញត្រីមកអញ្ចឹងវាក្រាបឲ្យទាបផ្ទាល់នឹងដីអូខេក្រាបយើងអាចនិយាយថាក្រាបតែមិនមែនក្រាបពងទេណាក្រាបឲ្យផ្ទាល់នឹងដីអូខេនឹងពាក្យហ្នឹង took care ស្មើនឹង take care អានេះគឺជាអតីតកាលរបស់ take care took care okay so now let's read together one more time and then we will they said read the text again and answer the question. So we will read again and then we will answer the questions. Okay, now let's read together and remember what I told you when you read. You're not just read straight, okay, but you have to know where the comma and period, what to do, okay? Not just like one day the hen and the chicks get out of their nest and walk around the yard. Not like that, but you have to know where to pause and know where the sentence end, okay? So now let's start together. One day, the hen and 10 chicks got out of their nest and walked around the yard. All chicks walked together and followed their mother. The hen scratched the ground to find food. The hen made a sound to tell the chicks to come when it saw food. Then all chicks ran to the hen. When the hen saw an eagle flying over to catch its babies, the hen called the chicks to hide under its wings. The hen reared and took care of its chicks very well. The chicks grew up very fast. Okay, so this is, I hope you remember and understand about our text. So this text is talking about the hen and its chicks finding food, and then how the hen called the chicks to come when the hen saw food, and how the hen protect their chick from the eagle. Okay, so I will erase this and I will copy the question so that we can answer together. So please remember our text. Okay, so they said read the text again, and we already read it. So here the example. Example. How many hens were there? there are one hen. I don't know why they answer like this. How many hens were there? Actually, if only one hen, there was one hen. But the book is like say this, so I have to write it down like that. How many chicks were there? What? Number 2, what did they do in the yard? What did they do in the yard? Oh, question mark here. And number 3, what did the hen do when it saw food? Number 4, what did the hen do when it saw an eagle? Alright, so question number 1, how many chicks were there? So we already read our text. How many chicks? Okay, there were 10 chicks. So maybe I will just answer with the red one. There were 10 chicks. What did they do in the yard? What did they do? Okay. They find food. Okay, number 3. What did the hen do when it saw food? So what did the hen do? The hen made a what? Okay, the hen made a sound to call the chicks when it saw food. Alright, the hen made a sound when to call the chicks when it saw food. And question number 4, what did the hen do when it saw an eagle? So the hen called the chicks to hide under its wings. Okay, so these are the answer. Now I will read for you and then we will read together later. Okay, so question number 1. How many chicks were there? There were 10 chicks. What did they do in the yard? They find food. What did the hen do when it saw food? The hen made a sound. Oh, the hen. Sorry, here. The hen made a sound to call the chicks when it saw food. What did the hen do when it saw an eagle? The hen called the chicks to hide under its wings. All right, now let's read together. Number 1, one more time. You ready? How many chicks were there? There were 10 chicks. What did they do in the yard? They find food. What did the hen do when it saw food? The hen made a sound to call the chicks when it saw food. What did the hen do when it saw an eagle? The hen called the chicks to hide under its wings. Okay, so this is the answers that we will we answered together already, and I hope you can just if you want to try to answer by yourself, just try to answer it by yourself, but and then you check, you can compare with my answer here, and you can check if yours is correct or not. Okay, so now I'll just erase this, and we will go to another part later. So our lesson is faster because I only speak English, so no translate in Khmer. As I told you before in our last chapter, I will speak English so that you can practice listening, practice your ears to hear English words, and see how many percent that you will understand me, okay, or the lesson. All right, now letter G, speaking. Look at the picture and practice with your partner. Okay, so I'll just show you the picture, and then G writing. Write 5 sentences about activities of the hen and its baby in your notebook. So this one, letter G, I will write down for you, but I will not do for you, but I just so that you can do it. And the practice one, I will show it in the camera later. So here is letter G, writing. So this one you can practice writing. Make your sentences about the hen and the babies. Okay, so they want you to write 5 sentences about activities of hen and its babies in your notebook. All right, here Write 5 sentences about activity of hen and its baby. So you can just say whatever you want to say about the hen and its babies. So just do it 5 sentences. Excuse me. Okay. So this is your work, and this one is your work too. If you have partner, just practice with your partner. But if you don't have, just practice with yourself. Okay. So letter G, look at the picture and practice with your partner. So here the picture and some sentences, and they put the blank there so that you can fill the blank. Finished? All right. So and that's letter F. Practice with your partner. Just look at the picture in the camera that I showed a while ago. And letter G, writing. So write 5 sentences about activities of the hen and its baby into your notebook. So our chapter 6, unit 1, the hen and the chicks will finish. Okay, already finished. Tomorrow we will go to unit 2. So I have to say goodbye from now. Bye-bye.